Yeah, Fox is a pretty good character against the likes of Snakes, right? There's one thing that Snakes can kind of like struggle with, and it's against someone who can rush them down immensely. And Fox is no stranger to being the rush down game, right? Wanting to get into your face, play the explosive game, and not let the opponent set up shop. And Fox has so many true combos on top of that, so there will be times when he'll land a hit and the grenade will not be able to come out from PeZ, or sorry, WelfarePickles.
With that said, Fox has to be right when you choose those times to approach, because if you're wrong, you could just die. Fox is one of the lightest characters in the game, and Snake has so much kill power to spare. This Fox can just explode if you're not too careful. But right now, it is PeZ who is in WelfarePickles is in a lot of trouble off the side of the stage. Has to use a C4 recovery to try and sneak back, and then the ground is taken away from him with that up smash.
PeZ off to a fantastic start. Just like I said, just going for the rush down game plan, just smother Welfare with so many swings and just not allow him to be able to set up shop. There's one thing Snakes struggle with, is playing with a loss, right? Because you lose the ability to go for as many trades as you want to go for that allow you to be able to escape combos, right? Because you're going to be taking more damage. The more damage you take, the worse spot you're going to be in when you're at a L.
And you blinked and Snake is at 126% again. That's the damage output that Fox brings to the table here. The Nikita missile perfectly placed to intercept that recovery, and how are you going to sneak by this time? Ooh, I cannot believe PeZ made it back.
There is an opportunity for Fox to go for Shine in order to like deflect it, but it's such a risk to do because once you do it, then you're left wide open for Snake to be able to chase after him. We got a trade coming in, responds it immediately and gets the kill. PeZ actually smiling after that second kill for his troubles.
And now it is PeZ who can just take complete control of this. You approach exactly when you want to approach. Right now is a good time to approach, it appears, because it's adding up.
Bit by bit. Has enough tilt ready to rock, opts to go for the up air instead. Being able to reset his double jump because of that top platform on Battlefield is actually a pretty good stage for Fox because it allows him to be able to extend combos in the air for even longer.
Okay, that up tilt not going to quite land here. That'll cost WelfarePickles. He's getting juggled to the skies. Going to use a B reverse to try and get down, but you can't avoid the back air. Well scouted by PeZ.
Had that right platform covered, back air kick extraordinaire, gonna come in clutch and secure that victory. And now we got ourselves a pretty dominant win here in game number 1. See what we're gonna do here for game number 2. Welfare with the counter pick advantage here. Obviously, we'd like to go to like something a little bit more bigger. A little shocked we ended up on Battlefield against the likes of Fox. I get it though. Snake gets a lot of advantage from those platforms, being able to drop those C4s on them, being able to have multiple avenues, be able to drop those C4s, control a majority of the stage. But when you're against Fox, there's no way to escape.
Yeah, and that speed is just such a big factor. We saw how big that speed is for Palutena versus Steve, and in a similar archetype of match, right? You've got one aggressor up on the screen, and one of them is trying to set up traps. Very similar archetype, right? And so far, speed has been winning out. And Fox here looks real comfortable in that game 1. According to Smash Stats, I believe that their record is 3-1 recently for PeZ's Fox.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me, right? Especially after what we just witnessed here. We're seeing how dominant we're playing that game number 1 that it probably just carries over. So we're going to come into our final counter pick here. And I heard some Kirby music.
3, 2,
oh.
1, go!
You can do this.
Wait, is this thing real?
There's Omegas, and then there's, what do they call Battlefield Omega format? I don't even remember.
That is the Omegas, right?
54 and 26 lifetime for PeZ
Gotcha.
on the winning side.
Good lord. Yeah, Omegas are the Foundation versions, and these are just the Battlefield variants. So, yeah, for a second I thought it was just actually Dreamland, but...
Great song, though.
Oh, yeah. Bound to Dreams, always a banger. Okay, coming right back into the thick of things here. Has laser ready to rock, be able to play the long range. Welfare now has the advantage this time around. That C4 hovering on nothing on the left side of that platform.
WelfarePickles is doing such a good job of like darting to and from the platform to try and set up shop. But as soon as you get stuck in that corner, it feels like PeZ just has all the momentum. But oh, never mind. The up tilt steals the momentum straight back.
Yeah, right out of that parry too. Gonna make it come out a little bit faster to be able to get that punish because Fox's aerials are kind of somewhat tough to get a big punish on, right? So you need to be able to abuse the positive frame advantage you get from those parries.
Now trying to slow things down again with these aggressive grenades across this platform. But oh, the grenade right back for PeZ starts something here. Continue your tech chase.
Yes, right. Just continue those combos bit by bit. C4 has been planted there on the left side of the stage. No longer a threat here on the right side. Managed to move it up. But going down with the challenge of the forward air. Good God, Welfare.
But able to reset the situation with this neutral air here. And oh, I love the double empty jump in. We've seen how tricky it can be for Welfare to get out of these corner spots. So just reset the spot.
Doing a lot of fadeaway nairs. Gets a first dash attack and a down smash to shut down that Fox illusion.
Killed at 89 after the hit, Austin.
I mean, that's the power of those kicks, bro. It doesn't look like it's that strong because look at the animation, but it hits you for a lot of knockback. And PeZ gonna even up the stocks one more time. WelfarePickles still with a slight lead here, but not for long.
Okay, I like that play off of the grenade, and somehow like 60% immediately onto Fox. And we've seen 60% can be kill percent for Fox in this matchup. PeZ's got to be very careful.
Yeah, extremely. That grenade gonna be able to just shield right on through. Trying to play a little defensive there in that situation. You're gonna notice that PeZ's not going for the super hyper aggression that we saw from the previous game. We're playing a little bit more passive this time around, waiting for the right opportunity to go for the strike.
Oh yeah, when you're down this far, right? He had a stock lead almost that entire time in game one. You don't mind taking the trades. Here you need to be very mindful of those trades. And you gotta be very mindful of where the C4 is, because it just explodes and saves Welfare from another tricky ledge get up spot and takes him the game.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm pretty good at being able to keep track of where those C4s are whenever I'm commentating or watching a match, but I actually lost track of it right there. So I can only imagine that PeZ also lost track in the thick of things. Because when you're playing it versus watching it, it's a way different. Because you can lose track of the C4 because you're so focused on playing the neutral, so focused on pushing your advantage, focusing on what your opponent's gonna do besides use the C4, that eventually becomes further and further into the back of your mind until you forget about it.
Worked out brilliantly for WelfarePickles here. Ties up this set one game apiece. We are going over to the Tekken soundtrack, which makes all the sense in the world.
Yes, sir.
I don't think we'll see the Captain Falcon come out. I think that was because it was versus Comet, who's also a Fox.
Yeah, right. When I play the mirror.
Yeah.
No ditto for him. I feel that. Coming in here for game number 3. If we see a lot of PS2 in the previous set, this set is the set of Battlefield.
Makes sense for Fox anyway, if you ask me. Loves to be able to juggle onto that top platform. And the way WelfarePickles played in game number 2, yeah, you see he's trying to fake under whether he's going to land on that top platform or not. And that's the mix-up that PeZ has to guess with.
So I guess we're running back and forth, trying to find that next answer. We're gonna have to avoid that. Have to go to the max distance, and because they can hold it for so long, still got called out. What a fantastic checkmate situation for Welfare.
I can't believe that lasted long enough.
You can charge forward smash for even longer, dude. You can hold that smash attack for a very long time.
PeZ stalled as long as he could, I have to think. And
yeah.
Still it was too long. Now Welfare in another great spot. C4 covering him here, doesn't even need it. He's able to dance with the down tap, down air.
Showing the dance of the storms here right on top of him. The dance of our people. The people is that you're taking a lot of damage here. 94 and climbing here for Welfare, but this is the lead that Snakes love to have. Having this big stock lead for Snake allows you to be able to trade as much damage as possible with these grenades.
Cypher covering, but not going to cover long enough to get away from that dash attack to back air. PeZ evens up the stocks.
Fox is kind of similar to Wario in the vein that like they have every single one of their attacks seems to be the combo starter.
Worked out brilliantly for him there, but another great timing on the down smash. No ledge option available at all for PeZ to avoid these attacks at the moment.
WelfarePickles is getting a lot of mileage out of his edge guarding, right? Anytime you knock out Fox, like, yes, he does have the ability to go for side B and up B, both, but it's still it's more predictable than other recoveries. And because of that, you can actually abuse that with the smash attack.
And these are trades that PeZ, even though he's down in stock, doesn't necessarily mind taking, because it's just keeping Welfare in the disadvantaged state.
He's heavy for a reason, man. He's going to be able to live a little bit longer.
All right, throw that grenade right back. Oh, what a great ledge get up from WelfarePickles. He's being so sneaky with that grenade.
I love the tech chase. Again, that was a situation where on top of you was Snakes, and left was a grenade, and to the right, it seemed like a free situation, but he's going to chase right after you, go into the situation you think is the safest. Oh no, he was right back on the stage with that up B. You're out of resources, goes for the air dodge to get back onto the ledge. PeZ was not aware.
PeZ let him get away with it there too. I don't know, well, that would be back in the day where you turn around and up tilt to scoop, right? But you can't do that anymore. Welfare is just so comfortably ahead, he can just go for the double regrab.
At this point, grab will eventually kill too, so you gotta be very careful not taking as much damage as you want here in this stock, because Welfare still with 2, has to find a way to be able to get this out, whether it's gonna be a back air, an up smash, or a dash attack to pop you up. There's the back air, like we said, spacing it correctly, but it might be a little bit too late. You're still sitting in triple digits.
Yeah, it's a matter of when, not if at this point. Yep, that up tilt was inevitable. WelfarePickles taking the 2-1 lead, needing one more to keep that bracket life alive.
Those 2 edge guards came in clutch for Welfare, especially that first one. I don't remember what percentage that PeZ was at.
It didn't particularly matter because it was fully charged forward smash.
It was very low. I remember the Night Embers being kind of white-yellowish.
It's probably like a 40-50-ish situation.
And that's like a terrible spot to die in, right? Dying that early, you leave so much damage on the table.
But it is going to be locking back into Fox, not at all deterred by the fact that those edge guards are so perfectly placed. And it might just be a run back to Battlefield, too.
I mean, like I said, I think this whole set's going to go on. Oh, never mind. We're going over to Hollow Bastion. Get us some gummy music on top of that.
Smaller stage, less room for Snake to set up camp. Makes plenty of sense if you ask me.
Platform is still a pretty good spot for Snake to place the C4s on because it's a wide open stage, and oh my god! That forward air was destructive.
The jab 1-2 obliteration. Again, you can't lose those stocks this early because now you have to play so much catch up as a character like Fox. And you're in these trade scenarios, exactly what Snake wants.
The polar opposite of game number 1. We are seeing this adaptation coming clutch here for WelfarePickles. Again, another edge guard situation. Tries to get the down smash. Has 2 frames to go for it. That's 1/30th of a second.
Wait patiently on the ledge. What are you going to do? The jump is going to allow a grenade pull, and that's going to give Snake center stage again.
And PeZ playing very passive here on the right side, waiting for an opportunity to be able to get in there. But WelfarePickles can play just as patient, right? You have the stock lead, you can set up jump, force Fox to come to you. Almost got the back air on that connection.
Would have been lethal for sure, but now PeZ's going to get the jump through, get the stage control for yourself. This might be what the turnaround needs.
PeZ needs an early stock right here, right now. It needs a big swing or a big conversion to get him towards the back of the stage. Tries to go for the Nair, going to use that grenade to get off the Fox. Does it one more time. This is what I'm talking about. When you have the stock lead, you can do stuff like that.
These jump-ins have to respect that up tilt that we saw WelfarePickles willing to throw out there. But that one on whiff will allow PeZ another opportunity to keep this ledge trap going. Grenade buys some time, but it doesn't buy the positioning that Welfare needs to get back.
Yeah. Runs up with a grab, gets one more forward throw. It's so tricky to catch those landings, right? Because Snake has the ability to be able to wave bounce with those grenades.
What a great scramble off of that multi-hit pop-up. It was like hit 2 or 3 of the forward air there from Fox. Able to confirm it doing a lot there.
Going for a burst off to the dash back, trying to use the Nikita missile to get back onto the stage, but unfortunately you're at way too high of a damage. Now, PeZ is on tournament life right now.
I think I heard the sound of like the reflector trying to start up. I think that's what PeZ went for, but it is a little bit slow. Would have made sense if he had enough time to stall. Fortunately, as he stands, as you mentioned, tournament stock for the Fox.
Trying to survive for a little bit longer. Goes for a downer to get some stomps in. Easy damage for Snake. WelfarePickles gets grenade right back in, throwing it up. Not going to be able to challenge it because of the placement of that up B, right? The Cypher was right on top of PeZ. He had to relinquish control.
Backer will turn around the situation again, looking for another charge on the down smash. Oh, that tech chase could have been exactly what PeZ needed for this comeback, and now he's stuck.
No, it's right on top of him, and it's still there. Okay, never mind. It's actually going to be gone for a second, but good lord, that up smash was imperative. He needs to land that. He needs a Hail Maker game plan right now because this stock lead is starting to get out of line.
Yeah, and the shield is so low that they're going to break the zone here. Have another chance. No, these air dodges have been uncontested, and that allows WelfarePickles to sneak on stage. If you're on the stage, you have enough time to up tilt, and that turns around the game. 2-stock victory for WelfarePickles.
Moving on through the loser's side of fame, but shout-outs for PeZ to getting down to a 7th place finish here at Combo Breaker. Nothing to sneeze at, right? Going down with a really fantastic Fox game plan.
Yeah, but the set history didn't quite particularly matter there for PeZ because he's going to take the loss today.
History for a reason.
Yes, exactly. You can always start a new history tomorrow.
Yep.
That's exactly what WelfarePickles will